Hello! Today we are going to focus on one key topic. How do we perform radiation testing of our components and how do we build the reports to provide relevant data to our customer? Our radiation methodology relies upon three key pillars: single event effect, SCE testing, covering heavy ions and protons, total ionizing dose, TID testing, and mitigations. Here at Teledyne e2v, our strategy is to bring compute-intensive, state-of-the-art commercial devices to the space market. For instance, we have been partnering with NXP for decades, which allows selecting the most suitable processors for space applications. These complex devices feature many functional blocks, which makes testing more difficult to plan and involves an iterative testing approach. It also implies to select the relevant peripherals. For instance, we want to characterize PCI Express, but don't want to test USB.
Due to this complexity, it becomes tricky to determine the source of errors. Since we are working with recent devices, most of them are based on flip chip assembly, which requires proper die sinning and efficient cooling system. When it comes to actual testing, we want to be able to monitor each supply individually to detect latch-ups and identify the power supply on which the event occurred. We also need to test the relevant features in the desired configuration and to interface with the general monitoring system. And commercial application boards don't meet these requirements, which is why we develop our own specific hardware. Typically, we implement a stack of a daughter board with a DUT, device under test, on a motherboard, so that changing the DUT under the beam during the test is simple. Here, we have the SIN DUT, and here, the connections to the general monitoring system. And in a real test environment, under the beam, it is not a spaghetti ball of wires.
To go with the hardware, we also develop dedicated test software. First step is to think about the possible consequences of the radiation effects and how they can be detected and recorded properly with the software. The test software is split into several tasks that test the functional blocks in a unitary test fashion to help the post-processing. For the cache memories, a pattern is written inside and they are scrubbed periodically to spot errors. On top of that, some online recovery methods are implemented to classify the CFIs.
Our SCE test strategy consists in characterizing the cores and cache memories in the first campaigns under the beam to get a view of the general performance, including latch-up threshold. Then, the following campaigns focus on the detailed testing of the peripherals. Finally, mitigation techniques are proposed and evaluated in practice. TID testing is also realized with a dedicated hardware. Electrical tests required for the TID testing are performed here at Teledyne e2v with the production equipment, offering 100% test coverage. TID reports basically consist in reporting the evolution of the electrical parameters versus accumulated dose and showing that they are steady. In order to build comprehensive SCE reports, in-depth analysis of the data is performed, which allows to calculate cross-sections, weighable fits, and orbit rates for the different kind of events observed. Other key information are included in the reports, such as CFI classification, as well as mitigation technique when applicable.
We showed how the radiation testing is well prepared, performed, and how the results are analyzed and reported. Don't forget that we are here to help you go through this journey of adopting our radiation-tolerant devices.
See you next time!